there, beautiful people. You're listening to Cast a Ripple by Carla Berger from Cape Town, South Africa. Hello friends, and welcome to a new episode of Cast a Ripple. Cast a Ripple and Be a Ripple is a space where I like to share what I like to call life-enhancing tools that absolutely anybody can use to better improve the quality of their day-to-day lives. Today, I want to talk to you about desires. So this topic has actually been inspired by, I'm at the moment obsessed with the series Lucifer, and it's this playful series about the devil coming into Earth reality and then helping this detective solve crimes, and his kind of secret power is that he can persuade people to tell them their deepest, darkest desires. And most often than not, these desires are that person's authentic truth expressed and can help them to identify whether this person actually killed or is a suspect. Anyway, so desires are such personal things. It's sometimes something that we hide even to ourselves, something that we cover up for ourselves, that we can't even be honest to ourselves about. It's so personal. And there's a difference between wanting and desiring. And I think there is between those two things, we can get a lot of confusion for ourselves and for people around us, because we don't know what the difference is between wanting and desiring. Wanting, in my mind, if I can put it like this, is something that comes from a lack of. You want something. If you want something, there's something that you feel is lacking in your life, and you want that. So it's a kind of a response to a lack that you are feeling in your life, that you want to fill in with something. That is what you want. A wanting comes out of lack. A desire is something much more spiritual in my mind. A desire is something much more authentic. It's a deep knowing. It's a knowing within your soul and within your essence where it is that you want to go, where it is where you want to go express yourself authentically. So that's the difference between wanting and desire. And it's important to understand that difference so that we can understand what our actions, in terms of what we are doing in terms of want, and what we are doing in terms of desire. Because very often than not, we try and fill our lives with wants and not desires. So for instance, say you're filling up your life with trying to please people through a certain way because you want them to like you. You want that community. You want them to accept you. So you do things in life like behave in a certain way, or dress a certain way, or speak a certain way. And that is out of wanting that you do that, because you feel that there is a lack. Meanwhile, if you just follow your desire, which might be in the opposite direction, you'll attract your soul tribe to you, and you will find that authentic tribe, that authentic kind of family, which you won't necessarily find if you act out of wanting in terms of desire. So it's a lot about authentic self-expression, your desires. If you are really, really honest with yourself, you need to understand what it is that you want to experience, how you want to experience this life. So if I can just take a step back, the wanting and the desire part, you can go listen to my video, R47 about Conversations with God, book 1. And there he, Welsh, also distinguishes between wanting and desire, especially in terms of affirmations. You can't affirm to want something, because then you will continue to want it. Wanting is this black hole that sucks everything in. So desire is a much more authentic, much more of a self-experience kind of thing. So it's more true to yourself to follow your desires, your deepest, darkest desires. And they're normally not that dark. Society sometimes make them out as dark, or we perceive them to be dark. Something opposite of what we should be doing in life, or what society expects us to do in life. But we have to decide for ourselves what is our authentic desires. And we need to be in a space where we can desire things and fulfill them without fear of being rejected, without fear of community or society rejecting us. And yes, there will always be opinions, but you need to be able to fulfill your desires and move into an authentic path without being fearful of judgment. Because if you are acting out of fear of judgment, then you are acting out of want. Because then again, you are wanting people to accept you. That wanting needs not to be there. You need to be acting out of desire, and that desire is fulfillment of self, fulfillment of what you want to experience, not what other people expect you to want to experience, what you want to evolve into. And it's such a beautiful thing to live into your desires, to be able to fulfill what it is that you want. Because suddenly it doesn't matter what other people think. Suddenly you are free of your ego. You are free of having to please other people. And it's such a freeing experience. But you need to be able to get to knowing what it is that you truly desire. And that's most of the time the most important part, because there are so many layers. We are conditioned to believe certain things, and sometimes our desire goes opposite of what we've been conditioned to believe. So it's difficult to loosen those chains, to break those chains, to get out of what we've been conditioned to do. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay. There's no right or wrong way to do this thing that we call life. If you want to quit your job and start acting, or whatever it is that you want or desire in life, then do it. But it needs to come from desire, not from a lack of something. So desires, how you can tell whether it's a desire and not a wanting. This is important. Like I said, wanting is out of a lack of, and desire is something deeper. So desire comes from deep within you. It comes from your intuition, from your gut. It comes with peace and a kind of a fulfillment. There's this deep inner knowing that is your desire. That is where your soul wants to move to, basically. It's not where your ego wants you to go in terms of what society expects of you. It's a knowing with peace, and it comes up out of your heart space. It comes out of a peaceful space. It's not that incessive voice that is the ego that keeps on hammering, keeps on stressing, keeps on bringing up panic attacks and anxiety. That is ego. Something that is desire is something that is a deep inner knowing. There might be even a bit of an aching almost. But the aching is peaceful. It's not this incessive have to have it thing. It's more of a peaceful nudging. It kind of nudges you in the right direction. That is how you know the difference between wanting and desire. What makes desires so powerful is because it's in your soul. It's your soul contract. It's what your spirit wants. It's what soul wants. And there's so much power in this reality behind that energy. And if you can only get yourself to, with your emotions and with your thoughts, to also focus into your desire instead of your wanting, it becomes manifestation. Then you are stepping directly into your co-creating powers in this reality. You're stepping into your authentic self. And it suddenly flows. Life flows. There's not this continuous struggle. There's not hitting walls the whole time. Synchronicities comes up. And it's easier to set intentions. Once you start with your intentions to move towards your desire, step by step by step by step, things flow, things go. The universe is supporting you. There is synchronicities flying all around you. And it's beautiful. You can go check out my video, or actually it's not a video yet, so go listen to cast R47 about intentions and how to set them and how to move towards your authentic desires. A bit of a more practical guide than this one. In the end, it's all about law of attraction, right? So like I said, your desires won't manifest if you are focusing your energy in the wrong direction. If you are continuously stuck in wanting, the universe will reflect back to you the wanting of that thing. It will continuously reflect back to you the lack of that thing. It's putting up a mirror showing you that you are not being authentic to yourself. If things are not flowing and there is not a sense of peace, then you are not following your deepest desires. When you are following your deepest desires, there is this peace and calm around you, and there's just a flow to life that you will not have when you are wanting. Desiring is also living in the moment, being open to receive wisdom and synchronicities from the universe, being open to be authentically yourself, being open to maybe even change your mind and your desire, going with the flow, because moving into one desire might open the path to another one. And you won't realize the transition if you are not in the moment. So sometimes we might be going into desire but then losing our desire along the way because we didn't see it go into a new direction, because we were then again, while pursuing our desire, ended up in wanting. So there are so many layers to this, but I think the most important thing is to understand the power of desire as a tool, as an energy that we have to focus on, to flow into, and understanding the difference between wanting and desire. Okay, my loves, that's it for today. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. Follow me on B_A_Ripple on Instagram, and check out my website for links to all of my content. That's it for this week, and then I will chat to you guys again in a week's time. Oh, my love. Bye.